Jansen Harris here with the Just Good Network here at Level 1 Game Room. With Level 1 Game Room, we have Flynn Harris and Sean Fowler. 2020, 2021. It's never too early to talk about the Hawks. What are some of the team needs for the Hawks? Flynn, we know you've been following them closely. You expressed off air your thoughts many times, so I'm glad you're here to explain it.
So I think, and this may be a hot take, I think the Hawks should trade their pick. I think they should go for a guy. They need more perimeter defense. Let's be honest. They weren't a good defensive team. Trae Young is probably never going to be a good defensive player, given his physical limitations on that end. You got Capella who's coming back, so you got some rim protection there. But I do think they need more perimeter defense and maybe a secondary ball handler. So I think you should trade the pick and try to get a guy like Jrue Holiday. He fits in perfectly. He's still one of the best defenders in the league. He can handle secondary ball handling duties, have Trae play off ball, cut off ball screens. I say you try to get a guy like that, and then you fill out the rest of the team with some veteran players, some veteran 3-and-D guys, some veteran players who can come in and hit an open shot. Because how many times did we see last year Trae come off a pick and roll or Trae come off of an isolation and hit an open guy in the corner and he just misses the shot? That can't happen if they're going to make the playoffs. So they need better perimeter defense, a secondary ball handler, and then some veteran leadership and players who can shoot an open three.
I agree with that. I mean, Jrue Holiday is a good take because he is a really good ball handler. He's a veteran as well. He can create his own shot. We've seen what he's done for the New Orleans Pelicans. But I might have a hot take too. If the Hawks, if LaMelo Ball is still available, get LaMelo Ball. And I say that because I understand Trae likes passing the ball as well. 29 points last year. I think also almost averaging 9 assists as well. But why not have a LaMelo Ball who doesn't mind passing as well, who is, I believe, a good ball handler? And, we'll see if his shot can translate towards the NBA. I know Flynn is like, wow, I didn't see that coming. He ain't
gonna drop that low.
But yeah, why not go ahead and, get a LaMelo Ball, get the fans in there in the Phillips Arena, and just get something different.
So before I dismantle Sean's statement,
you gonna let me go in first?
We need to talk about what Sean just said. Pairing two potentially awful defenders. LaMelo Ball is not a good defender right now. Now he has the potential to be one. He has the potential to be one. He has the length. He has the length.
The size.
But if you pair Trae Young and LaMelo Ball in the backcourt, which I love the passing and playmaking, the perimeter defense. We're talking about a league that is on the perimeter now. Like you got some of the best point guards in the league in the league history. Is LaMelo Ball going to guard Steph Curry? Is LaMelo Ball going to be able to guard a guy like John Wall if he comes back, or Russell Westbrook, or even a guy like James Harden? You have a lot of questions in that backcourt. I have a lot of questions in that backcourt.
I would say, how about making a splash trade for Caris LeVert? I would love to see Caris LeVert play for the Hawks. I think he brings a pretty good splash on offense. He has the length and the size. I'm not saying he's a really good defender, but I think he's a decent defender. That would be a splash, a guy who could create his own shot, a guy who's emerging. And maybe the Nets would be interested if they want to kind of stock up with some defensive players, or maybe a Cam Reddish, or maybe a DeAndre Hunter if they think that situation is not working out, or maybe even ship off John Collins. I'm just saying it's something I'm thinking about, and you guys might laugh, but the Hawks need a guy, and he did great in the first round of the Western Conference first round playoffs against the Rockets. Lou Dort. When you got a guy like Lou Dort who is slowly becoming one of the best wing defenders in the league, and we saw he did struggle with the three-point shot, but we saw what he could do in big games. I love what I saw out of Lou Dort. Lou Dort's confidence against a guy like James Harden, the best isolation player in the NBA. You have a defender like that, and let's put things in perspective. He probably could become even a better rebounder. This team was ranked 25th in defensive rebounding, 30th in points allowed. You saw how bad James Harden shot the ball in Game 7. It was a clutch game. Lou Dort, you bring him in, he could defend that wing. I think he could probably do it better than Cam Reddish and maybe DeAndre Hunter. I know these guys have length, maybe have a little bit more potential, but you know what? Dort is going to be a big name. We'll see what he does next year, but he's a guy they might want to trade for. But back to it, Caris LeVert, a guy who's emerging with the Nets. Maybe the Nets will want to piece him and move him. Maybe they want to do that. Maybe they want a John Collins. I don't know what the salary cap position is looking like for them, but I think those would be two big moves for the Hawks. Maybe bringing a Caris LeVert or a Lou Dort type of player.
There are rumors. There are John Collins rumors. I don't know where they started, but there are some John Collins rumors, so there may be some truth to that statement.
Sean, any last take on this?
Good.
He's good. Jansen Harris here with the Just Good Network. Flynn Harris and also Sean Fowler. Like, comment, subscribe on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Also, Twitch, Level 1 Game Room, and follow them on Twitter, Level 1 Game Room.